Past life, I hustled like a dog, choked on the blessings of the 996 work culture, and eventually just dropped dead at my desk. I thought I'd be checking in with the king of hell, but when I opened my eyes, I saw furry paws, a round head, and a blue stone beneath me that was a bit lumpy, but felt amazing in the sun. I'm fucking reincarnated as a tiger cub at Qingshan Wildlife Park. This reincarnation has made up for all the regrets of my past life. No work, no exams, no dealing with the boss's mood. My daily routine is just basking in the sun, gnawing on beef, and occasionally teaching some clueless underlings a lesson. In 2 years, I ate my way up to 600 pounds, a whole size bigger than other tigers my age. Naturally, I became the tiger king of the park, with over 30 underlings. Talk about being majestic. If I could live to be 100, I could just lie flat for 100 years. I lay on the big blue stone, licking my paws, thinking happily to myself. The only downside is that tigers have such short lives, but that's okay. Enjoy each day as it comes. Lying flat is the way to go. Sightseeing cars pass through the tiger park every day, and the chattering of humans has become the perfect background noise. Today, a black SUV stopped about 20 meters away from me. A little girl with pigtails poked her head out of the window. She looked like a porcelain doll as she called out to me, "Big tiger!" She was so adorable. I tried to give her a smile, but my baring of teeth only seemed to excite her even more. Just as I was enjoying the star treatment of being watched by the humans, the sound of a group of tourists arguing drifted over. A young man in his 20s claimed that tigers are stronger than lions, only to be left speechless by 4 girls who ganged up on him. He kept calling tigers tiger dogs, hyping lions up to the skies, claiming they're the symbol of justice and that a male lion could just stomp a tiger into the ground. I wasn't having any of that. For starters, just look at those sickly lions in the enclosure next door. I could swat 2 of them away with a single paw. And tiger dog, have they never heard of a Shih Tzu? I was about to roar and teach these humans a lesson when a terrifying presence rushed at me, followed by a deafening roar. My heart skipped a beat. This was 10 times more intense than any ordinary lion. Then came the sound of chaotic footsteps and crashing vehicles. Someone shouted that a lion had gone mad and broken into my enclosure. I looked, and a golden-maned lion appeared. It matched my size, weighing a full 600 pounds. This is Kara, the Lion King from next door. I saw him just a few days ago, and he was only about 500 pounds, but in just a short time, he has gained another 100. His mane has become incredibly thick, and his eyes are filled with cold, murderous intent. Those 4 girls weren't just unafraid. They were frantically snapping photos with their phones, shouting about how majestic the Golden Lion King is, and telling him to go crush that tiger dog. Even worse, the girl with the mole by her eye actually drew the lion's attention to the black SUV parked nearby, the one with the little girl inside. I saw it clearly. The driver of the SUV was shaking with fear, and the car wouldn't start, no matter what. Lion King Kara charged the SUV, smashed the window, and ripped the door off with his claws. The family in the back turned pale with terror. Damn it, this moron can't tell a snack from a steady supply. I was furious. I like to take it easy, but I won't watch innocents get eaten. Especially not the girl who called me cute. I lunged and bolted toward Kara like lightning. As Tiger King, I couldn't be overshadowed. I unleashed my aura. As expected, Kara took the bait. He left the SUV to pounce on me. Bring it on. I sneered to myself. A tiger's limb strength and bite force are naturally superior to a lion's. Even with its massive size, this Kara is no match for me. The 2 behemoths collided, kicking up a cloud of dust. I swiped, my claws piercing straight into its eye, while it clawed my neck, leaving a searing, stinging pain. This Lion King, Kara, was indeed ferocious. Instead of fleeing after being injured, it grew even more frantic. But in the end, it was no match for me. In the second round, I slashed a long gash across its face and added several bloody welts to its back until it finally had to tuck its tail and run. I didn't pursue. I knew the zoo security would deal with it soon enough. As I lay there licking my wounds, a mechanical voice suddenly rang in my head. Ding! Congrats host, you've gained a fan. Invincible luck system active. Would you like to claim your beginner's gift pack? A system? I nearly jumped up. As a veteran reader of countless web novels, I knew exactly what the system meant. The ultimate cheat code for an easy win. Claim. I didn't hesitate. Ding! Gift pack claimed. Reward. 1 drop of white tiger essence blood stored. White tiger essence blood. Could it be the mythical white tiger? I was just getting excited when the system prompted again. Host strength detected as too weak to absorb white tiger essence. Stored temporarily until host is strong enough to claim. What the hell, system? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm so pissed I could scream. The treasure I just got was snatched back. Host, you have 1 black iron treasure chest. Draw available. Would you like to draw? I draw. Ding! Congratulations, host, on obtaining 1 pound of spirit stones. Spirit stones, the standard for any spiritual chi recovery. I quickly claim an ounce to test the waters. A small stone appears directly in my stomach, and a warm current instantly spreads through my entire body. The wounds I just received are actually healing rapidly, and my bones are getting sturdier. Awesome. I immediately claim the remaining 9 ounces. The warm current is 9 times stronger than before, and my strength has grown by a solid 1%. This system might be a bit of a troll, but it's definitely the real deal. Not long after, the zoo's rescue vehicle arrived. Those 4 girls were actually still shouting, "Kill this tiger dog. It's so despicable," attacking the Lion King's eyes. I was livid. If it weren't for me, you would have been snacks for the Lion King long ago. A young man nearby couldn't stand it anymore and snapped back at them, even threatening to post their behavior online. I silently gave him a thumbs up. A human with such a decent moral compass is worthy of being my fan. A little girl leaned against the car window and called out to me worriedly, "Big tiger, are you hurt?" and I tilted my head, offering a healing smile. She activated my system, so I must treat her well. Life grew much more exciting. Spiritual awakening was clear, animals were mutating, and humans were evolving too. I used Luanki's live streams to gain followers fast. Fans and likes piled up, bringing constant lottery chances. Luo Anki is a stunning heiress. She bought me beef daily, starting at £30, then 50. She named me Panda. I thought it was a bit goofy, but for the sake of the beef, I let it slide. During my live streams, the viewers would go crazy, arguing over whether tigers or lions were stronger. There was this girl named Lily who'd hop into the chat every day to call me a tiger dog and insist that King Kara the lion was the real deal. I'm a vengeful guy, so we definitely have a score to settle. As my follower count grew, the rewards I pulled got better and better. Spirit stones, vermilion, fruits, marrow cleansing pills, origin restoring pills, even black iron, gold and silver. I shared the wealth with my underlings, handing out spirit stones so they could evolve and get stronger too. In just a few days, Tuanzi and Yuanzi evolved into tier 1 beasts, weighing nearly 700 pounds, and they are even more formidable than before. But the good times didn't last. Lion King Kara didn't die. He actually got stronger, led his pride out of the zoo, and started slaughtering humans. Even worse, he has evolved intelligence, knows how to evade human pursuit, and even steals spirit stones. I heard he has eaten quite a few people, and even some of my fellow tigers. I won't stand for that. My kind are for me to bully, and no one else is allowed to lay a finger on them. Kara basically hijacked a shipment of spirit stones from the Bureau, leaving the guards in critical condition. They've been managing these dangerous anomalies ever since spiritual energy returned to our world. Naturally, they came to me and asked that I put a stop to her. I prefer to keep things simple, but if you dare to touch my kin, you're as good as dead. With a casual flick of my paw, I gave them my word. Luanki even went ahead and set up a live stream for me. I've been using it to build a following and warn Kara that she is firmly in my sights. My stream peaked at over 800,000 viewers, and my fan base is skyrocketing. I saved up 6,000 lucky draws and used them all at once. I pulled some great items, including a quick healing talisman for moderate wounds and evil slaying claws to sharpen my own. My strength has leveled up. Heading to find Kara, I saw how insane the world's become since the spiritual energy surge. A 20-meter python thrashed in the river. The 3-meter silver wolf king led its pack across the wasteland. The 8-meter golden eagle king could crush a car with one claw. Stranger still, Blue Star is expanding, bridges crack, skyscrapers fall, and housing prices plummet. Gold and diamonds are now worth less than a chin of spirit stones. Suburban weeds grow 2 meters tall, hiding mutated, venomous insects. Passing through a town, we hit a rat plague. The abandoned factory near the Lion Park was overrun by thousands of evolved rats. Over 100 security guards were trapped inside, and the situation was critical. I was fast asleep in the car when my human called me for a rescue mission. One roar from me stunned a massive swarm of rats, and then I charged in with Tuanzi and Yuanzi. My sharp claws were like a harvester, wiping out the rat infestation in just a few minutes. This move gained me a ton of new followers. My loyal fan count surpassed the 10,000 mark, and the system rewarded me with 10 bronze chests. I pulled 3 pounds of mid-grade spirit stones and a poison avoiding bead, which makes me immune to toxins from all poisonous creatures when I wear it. The biggest surprise was finally getting to meet our beloved national treasure pandas at the park. It turned out their bamboo had mutated, and it was brimming with potent spiritual energy. They looked significantly sturdier, remarkably round, chubby, and completely fearless. I shared some spirit fruit with them, and in return, they traded me a piece of their bamboo. It tasted quite terrible, but I made sure to eat it all out of pure respect. The system noted I had absorbed the wood element energy, which slightly boosted my constitution. It was definitely worth the effort. Later on, the Kyoto Bureau held a massive global competition for evolved beings in Shanghai. The Lighthouse, Divine Eagle, and Kangaroo Nations arrived, bringing evolved beasts to throw their weight around in Great Xia. The Lighthouse's 3-headed Kong is the worst. Massive, muscular, and arrogant. It mocked me as a fat tiger, threatening to squash me into a patty. I ignored them, but they played dirty during the competition. Great Xia's Tiger King, Dashan faced Lighthouse's Kong number 5. Dashan had the upper hand, but Kong number 3 charged in and snapped his spine in one blow. Filled with fury, I shattered the glass and charged forward. My claw struck out with the speed of lightning. I tore apart King Kongs 3 and 5, crushing their skulls. Terrified, the Lighthouse Nation fled, abandoning the match. This battle made me a sensation, earning me 20,000 fans. Great Xia's Tiger King now effortlessly insta-kills Tier 2 beasts. All those who once mocked me have fallen into silence. The Bureau named me Guardian Beast and gifted me 100 Jin of Spirit Stones. This is the real deal, 10 times more potent than the low-grade spirit stones from the system. After the tournament, I was assigned a new mission, hunt down the Lion King, Kara. By then, Kara had led its pride to slaughter several villages and evolved into a Tier 3 beast king. Its male and female lions had also evolved, making them a force to be reckoned with. Even more bizarrely, its blind eye can fire off strange beams of light with devastating power. Word is, several Tier 2 evolvers have already perished under those beams. I tracked my human, dragging injured Dashan on a relentless hunt. We faced mutated beasts, a 5-meter viper that swallowed sheep whole, a 30-meter python with steel-hard scales, and venom-spitting spiders in tall bushes, their acid-melting metal, man-eating ants, and swarming mosquito gate chorling sheech. Chorming just made my skin crawl. Hunting Kara, I claimed rewards to evolve, growing stronger with every step. The dragon tiger breathing method I drew doubled my rate of absorbing spiritual energy, and the bone forging pill made my bones harder than black iron. I quickly broke through to the peak of a tier 3 evolved beast king, growing to 800 jin with the king mark on my forehead, becoming increasingly clear and faintly glowing with golden light. In Ling City, I finally encountered Kara again. This time, it didn't run away. Instead, it set an ambush with over 30 lions, hoping to kill me in one fell swoop. The beam from its blind eye was truly powerful. I was careless and got hit in my left front paw. It was pierced through, causing a searing pain. But I'm no pushover. Relying on the jade talisman provided by the system and my powerful physique, I managed to withstand the attack head-on and clawed its face to shreds, exposing the bone underneath. Seeing that she couldn't win, Kara fled again, leaving behind over 30 lionesses and a dozen male lions to cover her retreat. I was absolutely livid. Ignoring the injury to my left paw, I unleashed everything I had, using both my claws and tail. My roar was so powerful, it shook the surrounding trees, and in just a few minutes, I killed 7 male lions and over a dozen lionesses. The remaining lions fled in terror. The ground was littered with lion carcasses and blood. The stench of gore filled the forest, sending birds in the distance, scattering in terror. As I lay by the river, eating fish, I looked at the king mark on my forehead and silently vowed that the next time I encounter Kara, I will grind its bones to dust. I didn't spend the half-month recovering at the zoo, just idling away. Luanqi and my 2 other keepers, Liu Shi and Jiang Yutong, massaged me every single day. The Wailing Kingdom's Special Affairs Bureau even sent over a stash of precious medicinal herbs. I spent my recovery time teaching my tigers about evolution. I distributed my low-grade spirit stones, helping over 20 tigers reach first-order status. The enclosure's strength doubled instantly. I also visited the pandas, bringing them plenty of snacks and bead fruits. They evolved into second-order beasts, developing a huge appetite and eating dozens of pounds of mutated bamboo daily. I even force-fed my timid Samoyed Dabai a marrow cleansing pill, and he evolved too. He's still scared, but at least he dares to stay by my side. During the live stream, I even pulled a stunt. In front of 1 million viewers, I used my claw to pop open a beer bottle and took a couple of sips. Of course, it was mainly to gain followers. As a result, my loyal fan base skyrocketed to 30,000, and I racked up over 10,000 lucky draw chances. I pulled a flying talisman that lets me fly for a short time, and a suit of Vajra armor that can withstand attacks from a tier 3 evolved beast. Just when I thought I could kick back and relax for a few days, the Special Affairs Bureau showed up again with some bad news. A terrifying sea beast has emerged in the South China Sea. A mutant, 100-meter octopus destroyed several docks, and thousands have died. Even worse, it's evolving. Limbs sprout from its gut. It'll hit land soon. Panda, you're the only one who can handle this beast. Now. Team leader Wu from the Bureau looked anxious, offering 50 jin of top-grade spirit stones. Top-grade spirit stones. My eyes lit up. These are rarer than high-grade. One is worth 100 jin of low-grade stones. I agreed immediately, planning to deal with Kara once I'd taken care of the sea beast, and maybe see if I could pull some even better loot while I was at it. On my way to the South Sea, I started another live stream. The viewer count topped 1 million. Netizens were cheering me on, some even sent super rockets, and my core fanbase shot up to 35,000. I took the chance to show off my new gear, the Vajra armor, gleaming on my body, and the evil bane claws, giving my paws a chilling glint. The viewers were blown away, calling out, "All hail the Tiger King!" When I arrived at the South China Sea pier, I finally saw the mutant octopus. Its body was larger than an aircraft carrier, and its tentacles were as thick as utility poles, covered in suckers that could easily crush steel. Its eyes burned like fire. I had severed all 10 of its tentacles, leaving its body riddled with wounds, with black blood staining the entire sea. So I gathered every last drop of my spiritual energy, preparing for one final, decisive blow. My king mark flared with a brilliant golden light, my claws surging with the raw, primal essence of the white tiger. The system unlocked a sliver of power. I lunged forward, driving my claw through the beast's eye and deep into its brain. The giant octopus shrieked, its massive body convulsing violently as it sank down into the dark, cold depths. Completely exhausted, I plummeted, but Luanqi caught me in the ship just in the nick of time. This battle cemented Great Xia status, and the system rewarded my efforts with a golden chest. I opened it to find a white tiger serum, letting me absorb its essence ahead of schedule. I took it immediately. Power surged. I grew to 900 pounds. My king mark turned gold, and white scales covered my claws. My strength broke through to a 4th stage evolved beast king. Back at the zoo, I received a hero's welcome. The Bureau delivered 50 jin of spirit stones and promised the state would supply all my beef and spirit items, finally granting me total freedom to eat all the beef I want. Luanqi, overcome with emotion, hugged my head and wept, calling me her pride and joy. I'm now a tier 4 beast king, commanding 33 tigers with over 50,000 loyal fans. My inventory is packed with spirit stones, elixirs, fruits, and treasures. The world has grown dangerous since spiritual energy surged. Blue Star expands, terrifying sea beasts emerge, and beasts abroad slaughter humans in a frenzy. But I'm not afraid. I have my system, my underlings, my human servant, and countless fans. I could simply lounge about, basking in the warm sun, or I could step up to defend all of humanity and my own noble kind. In this lifetime, I will not merely be known as the Tiger King, I shall follow the ancient deities to the very pinnacle of heaven. Lion King Kara, you had best just wait. I will track you down soon enough, mark my words. With foreign beasts running wild across the lands of Great Xia, next time I will show you what a true king of beasts is. And as for those who fawn over foreign things, like you, Li, do not think for a moment that I have forgotten about you. Once I've dealt with Kara, I'll come back to teach you a lesson and show you that the tigers of Daxia are the most badass.
And if you enjoyed this drama, let me know what you think in the comments and make sure to follow for more updates.